Hi, I'm Todd Alone. Today we're continuing our conversation in regards to Armed Forces Day here in Canada and celebrating right here in the city of Cornwall on June 13th. Today I'm joined by Master Corporal Corey Ramson. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
It's great to have you. We know you're representing the Canadian Forces School of Aerospace Control Operations.
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot, but over the next few minutes we're going to find out what that's all about because we're celebrating what you do, and among many others in this country that we're so proud to have represent us. But first and foremost, Corey, let's talk about you, your background, and what actually got you in this profession.
Yeah, so I'm a member of the Royal Canadian Air Force, and in Cornwall I work at the Canadian Forces School of Aerospace Control Operations. And at the school we train members on air traffic control and air sovereignty operations.
Now, where does that happen? I know where it happens, but maybe you can elaborate to our viewers where this actual training happens.
Yeah, so we work out of the Dev Center in Cornwall. We take members from all across Canada straight out of basic training, and then also return members later on in their career. And we train them up, and then we send them back to their units all across Canada.
Now, tell me a little more about what you made reference to in regards to aerospace control. Actually, how we notice a lot of it is basically when we see airports.
Yes.
Maybe you can elaborate that perspective, then we'll go into more detail in regards to what you actually do and how broad that education and your role is.
Yeah, for sure. So air traffic control is a large part of the trade. When you think about aircraft coming in and out of an airport, we manage the air traffic control at our air wings across Canada. That's a mix of military aircraft, but you also have civilian aircraft that do come into our airports. So that's kind of the one tier of it. And then we also do air sovereignty operations, which would be protecting Canadian airspace. And so anytime that we have to scramble a fighter jet, there's a whole process that's involved in that. And my trade, we train members to be involved in that process.
Now tell me something. We hear about the pressure that goes with these roles. And we hear there's a high turnover because of the pressure. Mm-hmm. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's definitely a stressful job. But we have great members and a great team. And I found working air traffic control was always one of the best parts of it. You love when it gets busy, and when the pressure is on, that's when it's very fun. And you have an excellent team around you to support you through that.
Now, for the young folks who are watching us today talking about this, thinking about what career they want to go into, what would you say to them?
I would say this is an excellent trade. So I'm what's called an aerospace control operator. And we also have another trade that would be our officer equivalent of aerospace control, or AEC for short. I think it's a great trade. I joined straight at 18, and I'm now 27, so into the career. And I have had amazing opportunities that I did not think that I would have on day one.
And you're a local boy?
No, so I was actually born in Calgary, and then grew up a little bit in Wasaga Beach, Ontario.
Okay.
And then throughout my career, I've lived in Alberta and now back in Ontario.
And that's probably a big part of the career you chose, moving around and being trained in different areas of our country. And talking about that, where are you going next?
I'm going to Adelaide, Australia for 3 years.
And that's a 3-year commitment?
Yes, it is. Yes.
And maybe again, elaborate on the commitments of people like yourselves who choose to be within the military or different facets of our military, the commitment it takes and the longevity of what that career may entail.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, moving around is definitely part of military life, but when you sign up, you're committing to do what is best for Canada and for the military. And so where you are needed to go, you go. And I find that a great part of the trade. You get to travel Canada, both to live as a posting and then also for exercises. So I've been all over Canada. I've been into the States, and I've been over in Europe as well for training and exercises. And the travel is a great part of the trade.
Is it fair to say you live for Canada?
I live for Canada. Yeah, I think anybody that puts on the uniform, and we have the privilege of wearing the flag on our shoulder every day. And yeah, for sure, we do that with pride, and we do our jobs really well in service of Canada.
And I say that, and I say it respectfully, for the simple fact is we thank you for what you do.
Oh, thank you.
And we do that, we don't do it enough. And I know through our education system, it's taught that people come before us to protect our country and give us the right for what we have today. And you continue doing that by what you're doing. And I think it's important that what you're talking about today resonates with the young people who are watching, who are thinking about a career that they might want to get into. Because I look at you as a fine example right now and where your career is going to bring you. And if there's any other message you'd want to get out to the youth who are watching in regards to a career choice in the military, what would that be?
Well, thank you for saying that. I really appreciate those words. And I feel the exact same way about the people that I work beside. They're so committed individuals that really live just exemplary lives in service of Canada. And I feel, yeah, the exact same way as you're describing for the people around me. And I would say a message to the youth of the military is a great place to be. You get to challenge yourself, work in a very dynamic team environment, and every single day you're getting better through the people around you. And you're going to be brought to places and do things that you never thought you would do. You're going to have just incredible stories to tell afterwards.
And the education never stops.
No, it doesn't. Both with like formal education and then also trade training that we do. Yeah, you're constantly learning and constantly moving into new environments and different roles, and yeah, you're constantly progressing your entire career.
Well, no, you know what? You're a fine example for what we're doing here today.
Thank you.
And again, I wish you nothing but success and the best of luck at what you do.
Thank you.
And hopefully one day you come back to the area.
Yes, for sure.
And we're talking with Master Corporal Corey Ramson, who is off to Australia. And I want to say again, thank you for what you do. And Armed Forces Day is on June 13th. Come celebrate these fine people what defend our right to live. I'm Todd Malone for Community Matters.